Creatively, I've always been fairly confident, but when it comes to actually the business side of things is where I'm sort of a bit lost. I'd always been interested to create a skatewear brand. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't really know how to get to that point.
I thought that having a business was a slim to none chance, or a successful one anyway. I knew what I wanted to do before I did the course, but I didn't know the steps that I needed to take to get there.
When we had our daughter, that was sort of my first moment where I realised that I would like to start something as a mum so that I could be more around my daughter as she grows up in those early years.
Before the Prince's Trust launched in New Zealand, we travelled the country and we asked young people what they thought about their future. Young people are worried about the future of work, the future of the economy, and the future of their well-being. They're worried about how they're going to make a living. So we saw that as an opportunity. So the Prince's Trust New Zealand is about backing young people as the dreamers, authors and creators of an even more prosperous and equitable future for all New Zealanders. The Enterprise program comprises of a few key dimensions: training, mentoring, funding and networking. Training looks like a short course which can either be face-to-face for a couple of days like a workshop, or an online series of a couple of 2-hour modules.
The course helped me figure out the steps that I want to take to reach what I wanted to reach. So with starting the business, intellectual property, and a big thing I feel like in the creative industry is how do you actually price your work?
Yeah, so we touched on e-commerce, setting up a business plan, setting up online.
And what your kind of targeted customer and audience is. It really was the catalyst, I would say, to actionable next steps.
Seeing real people that were brought in with actual businesses and going, oh, okay, so it can be done. Like here is, proof that it can be done.
At the end of that, emerging entrepreneurs make a decision about if they'd like to continue on their business development journey, and then we match them with a mentor from our network who meets with them frequently and helps them to develop their idea.
Kia ora, my name's Ray Anderson and I am a workshop facilitator and a mentor for Prince's Trust. I help deliver the Entrepreneur Ideation workshop. So we go through business ideation, so we develop skill sets around their ideas of what business could be, and then we help offer tools around shaping those and forming those ideas into a reality for them.
Swampy is a skatewear brand that at the beginning stages will mainly focus on t-shirts and skateboards and that kind of apparel.
Modern rituals as self-care products inspired by rituals. So instead of just, creating, a bag of Epsom salts, we've mixed in flowers and essential oils with our bath ritual salts.
The whole journey for the young person is about transformation. I always find it amazing to engage with young people that are willing to go on journeys to find themselves in the world.
The mentors journey with young people for a couple of years. We're in this for the long haul.
The single most valuable thing would have probably been the mentorship afterwards. And so Kawiti and I were very generously hooked up, with Celia and James Robinson, who set up my food bags. It was really nice being mentored by them because they've also got kids and and they're a husband and wife duos. It wasn't just like a short course, here you go, here's the information, go run with it, and then it was finished. It's like this continued relationship that we've had with the Trust.
You learn a lot because you're talking to someone that's done what you want to do, so you can ask them anything. That's really helpful.
We're about to launch our seed funding scheme where young people, with the support of their mentors, will develop their business idea a little bit further, and then we will give them small grants to help them test trading or to develop some component of their product or service. The last step of the process is networking, that young people stay part of the Prince's Trust whānau for as long as they like. They connect with other participants in the program, other mentors, and come to our events.
The Prince's Trust New Zealand is an emerging philanthropic organisation for young people inside a very large philanthropic organisation for young people. In 1976, His Royal Highness decided to invest his first £7,500 that he received as a severance payment from the Navy into encouraging and providing assistance for young people from disadvantaged background. That today has grown into a multi-million pound a year charitable organisation with over 1 million young people through the system have been assisted, started businesses, given roles, given training. And each year, tens of thousands of young people go through the Prince's Trust. That is on a globalised basis. How do we bring that power and that engine room to best assist the young people of New Zealand?
Every Prince's Trust in each country is unique because we are driven by local need. Over the last 2 years, as we've piloted and prototyped programs, we're now well positioned to scale. So we're ready to increase our reach with young people in even more parts of Aotearoa.
The Prince's Trust was actually the first certificate that I ever got, like, my whole life. So it was Mum loaded me in the car to go get a frame sort of while the print was still hot. So it was a really proud moment for not only for me personally, but to show that to my family and sort of show that, you know, we're on the journey, things are starting to happen.
Research studies, with the eye test has shown, you know, people that have purpose, people that have connection, people that have belonging in their community and also have worth in their community can only benefit the community.